Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the Men's Lounge LA. I'm your host, Frederick Douglass Southern, aka Sir Frederick.
And I'm your co host and partner in these conversations, Coach Chris. Welcome to the Men's Lounge LA.
Here at the Men's Lounge, we empower men. We empower good men to become better men. We empower men to embrace their masculinity, and at the same time, we celebrate our women because without the women, we wouldn't be properly balanced.
I always tip my cap to the women. Like I say, here I was raised by a single mother. So without our women, we're doing nothing. Congratulations to you, man.
Well, thank you very much.
You made it to
And
the American Legion. Tell our,
yeah, so
tell
let
our
me
listening audience about that.
tell the listening audience about my I want to say not really a promotion, but my new association with the American Legion. And the American Legion is a VSO, that's a Veterans Service Organization, and it helps veterans connect with other veterans. It helps veterans to understand their benefits as veterans. And in short, just kind of give us a place to hang out and build some community and camaraderie. And speaking of community, they're very active in the community. That is the American Legion Post 283 Pacific Palisades here in California. And that was one of the areas that got burned out, I mean, badly.
Yeah.
It just so happens that this particular place that's connected to the post is connected to a CVS and a post office, and that's one of the very few areas in the city that survived. And they're putting together different projects to help rebuild and support the community there in Pacific Palisades. So they're doing something big out there. And a friend of mine, Larry Williams, he said, this is something that you might want to get involved with. I mean, you're doing something with the veterans for the veterans. We plan on doing a series on veterans and homeless
Yes, we
veterans, and
yes.
and
Yes. Yeah. We
everything is
will.
just, it's right on timing and it's falling into place.
It is.
And so I'm a new member, and I'm really excited about it.
Congratulations, man.
Well,
You
thank
deserve
you,
it. It looked like
thank
it's
you.
going to be beneficial to you because last night, as I saw you talking to some of the guys you're going to be socializing with, it sounded like you get some pretty good information on that. So I'm happy that you're involved with this because I know you've been, going through some things with the VA, and it looked like you get some help from your comrades, for lack of a better word. So
Well, when I after I introduced myself and I stated that I'm working on my benefits, then one gentleman from the audience said, "Hey, I can help you with that." And afterwards, we exchanged numbers and information and emails, and
yeah,
I'm going to follow. I'm following up on that so I can get a better grip on the benefits and
hmm
what it has to offer me as a veteran.
yeah. But outside of that, man, there was some tragic news that came in from one of the members that's there. So, can you expound on that from what you know about this with your involvement being a part of this American Legion post?
One of my sisters in the post, Michelle Heaton, she's a U.S. Navy veteran. Tragedy struck. She told us about it. Matter of fact, she sent us an email, and I was going to try to bring out the highlights and all that, but I think what I'm going to do is just read the letter to you. I'm going to read the highlights to you so um, you'll understand the gravity of it. She says, "My son turned 22 this April after his birthday, and he was in a horrific accident. He hit some loose gravel and lost control of his vehicle, which sent him tumbling down a 150-foot cliff. By the grace of God, he and the passenger survived. His friend suffered a left broken arm and a broken wrist, but both of these young men were airlifted at the same time by helicopter. And his friend was released in about 24 hours, but her son, he was there for about a week. He was knocked unconscious for about 5 minutes. He had memory loss for about 3 days. And let's fast forward a bit. He was in trauma unit at the UCLA Ronald Reagan Center. He's 6'8", and they kept him on a short gurney, and that caused some bruising and blood flow issues. And then there was a metal chair. It was nowhere for her to sit, so she was in a metal chair, and she piled up some pillows, and that was a little makeshift bed. Here are his injuries: TBI brain injury, bruised legs and ribs, a leak in his heart, broken sternum, broke back, and the biggest long-term injury is going to take months of a suffered spleen and lacerations, grade 3 and 4. The first week he was home, he had several seizures, but holding his body in convulsion, eyes rolled back in his head, and he eventually he eventually rolled out of it. The living situation is kind of tough. He's back home, and the mother is taking care of him. And with these injuries, they put him in a recliner chair at the foot of her bed, so she can be there at his needs if something were to go sideways. But the best part about it is that he's able to sit up with his labradoodles and get some visits from them, some hugs and licks and kisses to take his mind off of that pressure. What we're doing right now, we're just simply asking for a little bit of help. This is something that no parent wants to hear. Get down to the hospital as quickly as possible because your son is in grave danger or your daughter is in grave condition. So just reaching out as a sister in arms, a sister in the post, a sister in the legion, to help someone out and ask if you can donate. Going across the bottom of the screen is the GoFundMe page. And we will also put that link in the description. Just see if you can
Please help.
help.
Yeah,
Please
please
help.
help. He needs it. You know, this is something that we want to do for his sister at the post. You know, being members, they help each other, and we wanted to use our platform to help get the word out. So through the Men's Lounge LA family and the Men's Lounge LA community, we're going to have all the information in the description below, like Sir Frederick said. And all we're going to do is ask you guys to go ahead and reach out, donate whatever you think you feel comfortable with. Do the research and check and see what's on this site that you can look into so you can feel comfortable because this is a serious situation. This family needs your help. What you got there, Sir Frederick?
Well, at the end of the email, it just says it's something no parent wants to hear. That phone call. Your child is in a critical condition, and you need to get here as soon as possible because this is major. There's major internal bleeding, and he's in and out of consciousness. She gives thanks. She is a woman of faith. She thanks God. She thanks you in advance for helping. Money
So
helps,
do we.
prayers help. Yeah,
So do
absolutely.
we.
So
Yeah.
we'll be donating what we can, when we can, where we can, and we promised that we would put this out there and share. So whatever you can help, that'd be grateful.
Yeah. From the Men's Lounge community, please do what you can. Take a look at this and extend a olive branch to this family. They truly, truly need it. So we appreciate you guys as part of our community. And now, since he has this post that he's a part of, we wanted to extend this to you guys to let Sir Frederick know that he's in good hands with those folks up there as well.
And we support her,
Yes,
and we encourage you to
yes.
support her too. So that being said, we look forward to seeing you in the lounge. We plan on doing more episodes with the veterans, homeless veterans, recovering veterans, veteran benefits, how you can file your benefits. So
A lot.
stick with us a lot.
Yeah.
It's a
In
lot going
addition
on.
to that, the jazz information that we're going to continue to get more information on and send out to you guys about the jazz concert for veterans as well. So there's a
Absolutely.
lot of veteran series coming up on the Men's Lounge LA. But outside of all that, the most important thing is look at the description below, get the information, and donate to this family to a worthy, worthy cause. We appreciate you guys being a part of our family.
Take us home, Coach Chris. Take us home.
Like we say, as we end all our shows, as we empower men, everyone benefits, including and especially the woman who is looking for a man like that.
Here at the Men's Lounge, we empower men, we strengthen families, we transform lives with content that matters. And we look forward to seeing you in the lounge again real soon.
Donate,
Enjoy.
donate,
Enjoy.
donate.